Welcome back, everybody, to another episode here at Just Dolan. Last time, we played Higurashi When They Cry Ho, Ch.2 Watanagashi Hen, which is what we're playing right now. We had what was probably my favorite episode so far of the series. We had Keiichi's plan at the end of the curry cooking contest at school. And then we went home, and Keiichi was super hungry, and Shion gave him some food, some leftovers or whatever. But it was super great because of the way the teacher was acting. It had me fucking rolling. It was funny as hell. Loved it. So I'm super excited to keep going because last episode was so fucking funny. And I'm ready. We're going to start today by reading this new tip that we got at the end of the chapter. What chapter are we on again? Let me just double check what chapter we're on. We finished chapter 3, so we're going into chapter 4 here of Watanagashi, which is cool. We're making progress. We're making headway, you know? It's pretty good. All right. Hey, Mion, here. What is it, Kei-chan? I thrust the bento box she'd given me yesterday at her face. I had the food you gave me in it. Thanks, it was great. Mion's face quickly flushed bright red. Hey now, you were the one pretending to be a Shion when you gave it to me. You're gonna give it away. You're gonna give it away if you get all red like that when you're being Mion. At this rate, she might trip and fall right into her own grave, so I decided to help her out. Listen, I was pretty hungry yesterday. Out of the blue, Shion came all the way to my house and gave me some food in a bento box. This is that box. Make sure you wash it out. Right, Shion's really considerate, huh? That was so transparent. God damn it! Was Mion always this terrible at lying? Her expression was different than usual, but it looked strangely cute. I guess. You know, I think, honestly, the main difference between why Shion looks way cuter is because she doesn't have the ponytail. It could just be that I'm not a ponytail guy, though, I guess. I prefer when hair's down. I don't really like the ponytail thing. Anyway, so what do you think? You two are like peas in a pod. You're twins, right? Obviously you'd look the same. Not that. Mion looked kind of bewildered, like she was waiting for a specific answer. When she said impression, maybe she didn't mean Shion, but the bento. Yeah, no shit. Oh, of course. It was delicious. Really? I never lie about liking food. If I say something's good, then it's objectively good. You can feel free to give my recommendations to every single person you meet. Okay, I guess you're just a serious fucking connoisseur. I didn't realize, considering your diet consists of mainly fucking top ramen. Tell Shion it was seriously great, alright? Okay. Tell Shion, right? I will. I think she'll be pretty happy. We're going along with Shion having given it to me, not Mion, aren't we? You had her laugh. It came from deep down and sounded really happy. I guess she really can laugh nicely enough that just looking at her makes me feel better too. Didn't Shion say that it was leftovers that Mion made, though? Are you just forgetting that part? Like, I'm pretty sure she said that. I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, somebody point it out in the comments, pretty please. But I'm pretty sure she said that. Alright, let's see. A sarcastic remark made its way onto my tongue, but I swallowed it back. Good, you don't have to be a dick all the time. As Mion went to put the bento box in her bag, she noticed a clattering noise. Kei-chan, there's something inside. Huh? Wow. Gosh, she opened it? The thing inside was a little embarrassing, so I wish she hadn't opened it here. What the fuck? What did you put in it? Panicking, I hid it with my hands. Well... Well, my mother told me to put them in as thanks. I didn't come up with it or anything. Don't get the wrong idea. What is it? It's so pretty. Candy. It was a handful of candies neatly wrapped in paper inside the sparkly clean bento box. When I was cleaning the box out yesterday in the sink, Mom came over and interrogated me, and I fessed up as to who had given me the food. And she told me that something like this called for a display of gratitude. I didn't want to, because it was embarrassing, so I argued that it wouldn't be like me to do that. Huh. I mean, okay then. Well, that's what happened. I mean, I was so embarrassed I felt like fire might shoot out of my face. Yeah? Laughing the whole thing off like she usually did would be fine, but for some reason she was staring at the candy with fascination. Thank you. Don't thank me. Thank my mom. She put them in there. Besides, you're not the one I need to be thanking, right, Mion? Those are for Shion, okay? Right. You're right. Okay. I'll be sure to tell Shion. God damn it! Why? I want Keiichi so badly to just stop being such a jackass and consider that she might not be lying. Okay, I'll be sure to tell Shion. I just know she'll be happy. Mion, looking a little downtrodden, put the lid back on the box. Seemed like I ended up saying something a little mean at the end. Yeah. Maybe a little. Mii-chan, you look sort of cozy today. Did something happen? Did it? Perhaps she's caught a fever. The red in her face is probably due to the increased body temperature. Hey, Rika, why are you petting my head? It's because you're not very smart, Satoko. Wow, savage! Satoko, I'm sure you'll be able to catch fever soon enough. Pet pet. Get fucking wrecked! Holy shit. Rika's the best. I fucking love her so much. Her and Ren are my favorite. I think Rika's probably my favorite character. But at the same time, I kind of feel like Rena's best girl. You know what I mean? I hope someone understands where I'm coming from with that. I might have explained this before, but phys ed at our school is really just an exercise in disorder. Yeah. I mean, I remember that zombie tag game. After some warm-ups, the rest of the time is spent doing whatever. You're free to cause a ruckus or just fall asleep. Not really sure, but doesn't the Board of Education have some sort of curriculum for this? Something like, when you're this old, you should have this amount of physical ability. I have no idea what you're saying, Keiichi-san. It's rather difficult to understand. Well, you see... God damn it. Fucking landlord is pounding the goddamn wall again. This is bullshit. Aunt Colchester is screaming at me. All the noises are coming at once. I really hope none of them pick up. I'll try to mute that for you. Sorry. Well, you see, it's something like a rule for teachers to follow during class. Wait, what is? I feel like I missed something because of that. Oh. Maybe you weakling city folk need something like that. But do you really think us country-raised kids would lag behind in physical ability? I mean, I guess not. Huh? My god, what is going on in town right now that's so loud? We're better athletes than you would think, Keiichi. Yeah? Come to think of it, they might be right. Well, I mean, yeah, probably. If we all lined up for a race, there was a good chance I'd finish dead last if I didn't start off well. I don't know, I feel like you could beat Rika and Satoko. Just because of leg length, right? Like, if your stride is double their stride and you're older than them and you're a guy, you probably have more stamina at least. Like, sure, they might be able to run faster, but it doesn't matter if they run faster than you technically if you're taking double the fucking steps that they are with one step, you know? Hard to explain. I hope what I just said made sense. Let's just pray that when a brutal penalty game is at stake, the 100-meter dash isn't a club activity. On that note, I watched too much television, so I'm fantastically tired. Were you watching Card Captor Sakura or whatever again? I'll be using this time to catch up on my sleep. It's 4th period and I'm completely starved. If I don't sleep now, when will I ever? was beginning to sprawl out on top of a pipe. Mion grabbed me by the collar. Tisk, tisk, tisk. You really think I'd let you sleep in peace and quiet? With that look on your face, it'd require more courage to try and take a nap than not. Good grief. Which means, is it gonna start again? Now! Just killing time with idle chit-chat until the bell rings is impossible for us hot-blooded youth, isn't it? Shall we start a club activity? Just as I thought, it's come to this. What's today's game? Oh God. Now that this is happening, taking a nap is impossible. Relatable. Not just that, with this sleep-deprived head of mine, I'm as good as mincemeat. I have to get my brain into gear. Just like, go to the water fountain and like drown your entire fucking head in water for like 10 seconds and then come back out. You'll feel way better, dude. Rena thinks that we should decide what today's penalty game should be before we start. Hehehe. Rena knows what's up. I've prepared something super special today. She began to announce the cruel penalty game with a grand spinning flourish. But before she could do that... I'm sorry. I have something that I wanted to do. Of all people, it was Rika-chan announcing her non-participation. Even rare events do eventually occur. Losing her timing, Mion spilled Nikatop as she stumbled onto the ground. What? What's the matter? Are you not feeling well? Oh, that's right. Michan, she has to practice for the Watanagashi. Oh yeah, well I guess that makes sense. Actually, since I know Rika's backstory, it kind of doesn't. That's right. It's this Sunday. Well, I guess her family, well, not her family, but the people from the temple would probably force her to practice regardless. Rika's in the middle of super serious training right now. I've been working too hard lately, so my arms hurt. I see. Well, there's nothing that can be done. There's no point in doing anything if we can't get everybody together. Today, let's just take it easy. I'm very sorry, but I'll try my best. Yeah, good luck. We'll be cheering you on. When Mion announced that today's club activity was cancelled, Rika-chan and Satoko headed off behind the school building. Only I was left alone, completely clueless as to what everyone else was talking about. What was that about? Is Rika-chan training for a competition or something? Oh yeah, he has to, like, come into this information again. Rika-chan is a shrine maiden for the Watanagashi, so she has to perform a ritual dance. It's practice for that. Why don't you explain things in order? First of all, what is this Watanagashi? Next, what do you mean by shrine maiden? How the fuck do you not know what a shrine maiden is? You live in Japan and watch anime. What the fuck? Last, what do you mean by ritual dance? I'm stunned that you don't know. Huh? Didn't you get the notice at your house, Kei-chan? Wasn't it written there? The Watanagashi is this Sunday. Huh? Come to think of it, I have a feeling Mom did say something about it during dinner the other day. The Watanagashi is a festival that happens at the shrine on a Sunday every June. A Sunday, not the same Sunday? A little more specific? It's very lively. I see. But Watanagashi sounds like a pretty strange name for it. Is it something like the Lantern Festival, where they have a memorial for the dead by floating things down the river? I mean, pretty much. Oh, I figured you might guess right, Kei-chan. The Watanagashi, or Cotton Drifting Festival, as the name implies, is where we send cotton adrift down the river. The cotton, you see, is from futons or jackets. So it'd be something like a futon memorial? What? They also pile up futons on the altar. What? I've heard of people leaving offerings of things like needles or kitchen knives to their ancestors, or to casualties of war, but an offering of futons is a first for me. Yeah, I mean, all of that's a little weird when you think about it. What's the history behind that? Mion tilted her head pensively. I don't think there's a complicated backstory to it, actually. The winters around here are pretty harsh, so things like warm futons and coats to ward off the cold are fairly important, I guess. Okay, that one makes sense. Yeah, I can see it. Oh, I see. In other words, it's something like giving thanks to the futons that took care of you during the winter then. Oh, I mean... I thought it was more like an offering to the dead for respect. Because it was going to get cold soon. So the way Keiichi worded it kind of makes me, like, question it more. Then the Shrine Maiden holds a memorial service for them and set them adrift. I thought you didn't know what a Shrine Maiden was. Pretty sure they didn't explain that part. That's what the Watanagashi is? Mion and Rena indicated that I had the correct answer with a round of applause. And you see, that Shrine Maiden performing the memorial is Rika-chan. Oh? So Rika-chan is a Shrine Maiden. You literally just said, what is a Shrine Maiden? Oh my god. Now that you mention it, Rika-chan does have a mystical air about her. Right? Rika-chan is in a Shrine Maiden outfit. Oh god. So cute. Oh. It certainly does seem like it would suit her. Yeah, I guess it might be cute. I finally get what you're saying. Rika-chan's training is for a performance then. That would be it. The Shrine Maiden has to purify a number of futons as part of the ceremony. It's practice for that. It's a lot of hard work. The Shrine Maiden has to carry a large ceremonial hoe as part of the rite. And it's really heavy for Rika-chan. Well, she is pretty small. Exactly how heavy is the hoe? It's pretty heavy. Enough that Rika-chan has been practicing with a mochi mallet. Wait a minute. That's way too heavy. Forget about Rika-chan, that'd be rough even for me. It's a sacred ceremonial hoe. If she dropped it by accident, it'd be big trouble. Well, it's a once-a-year kind of deal. All we can do is cheer from the sidelines. It'll be okay. She pulled it off last year. Really? Then the least I could do is cheer her on. Even something that little would help, right? I was rather curious about exactly how she practiced. Nan laughed as she shook her head. Leave her alone. If you go, Rika-chan will get all cute and won't be able to practice. Yeah, that's true. I didn't quite understand what she was saying. You see, Rika-chan doesn't like showing people how hard she works. Okay? So just leave her be. Even the always cool and aloof Rika-chan is sometimes when she sweats while giving it her all. Yeah. But she was always so well put together, she didn't want people to see an ungainly side of her. It's not like I couldn't understand that feeling. All I could do is pray for her success, huh? Do your best. Rika Furude. I'm cheering for you. Well then. I climbed up onto the pipe and plopped down on my side. Hooray, hooray! Rika-chan! In order to transmit more of my psychic waves of encouragement, I'll be entering a meditative state now. So you're just going to sleep after all? Yes, exactly. The lackadaisical noontime ended up giving way to mind-numbing afternoon classes. Yeah. Rebounding from yesterday's hunger, I ate way too much for lunch today, leaving me in a horrible condition. Fucking relatable. Ugh, I might have gorged myself a bit too much. I'll have to endure afternoon classes. Keiichi-kun, you had an amazing appetite today. Basically, you always eat like a pig. But today was on a whole different level. Wow. Yesterday I skipped lunch, right? That hunger just soaked right in. This time, no matter how much I ate, my hunger knew no bounds. Relatable. I get you. But really, Kei-chan, you always finish your lunch down to the last plate. Heck, I don't even know... Heck, even down to the last grain of rice. Well, with food, you show your appreciation for the person who made it by eating it, you know. If you leave any behind, it's rude to the person who put in all the effort. Hearing that, Mion's eyes momentarily widened in surprise, followed by a cool laugh. You know, I totally agree with him. I always do the same thing. Like, I've been laughed at for licking the plate before. You gotta eat it all, right? He's absolutely fucking right. Absolutely right. I fucking hate it when people leave shit behind. Kei-chan, really? At first glance, you seem unruly and irresponsible, but you're actually pretty conscientious. Well-disciplined, or something like that. Yeah, Rena thinks so too. She's doing it again! Because I mentioned it. Wow, I should mention every single thing I ever think. I'll get answered. That's how you get shit done. Keiichi-kun is a lot kinder than he looks. Both of them were probably trying to compliment me, but I had a strange feeling I wasn't being complimented at all. Also relatable. That's not true. I just wanted to say that there's a big gap between your appearance and personality. And I'm saying that's not a compliment. Hey! Sonozaki-san, Maibara-kun, we're in the middle of class. How far did you get, Sonozaki-san? Bring your notes up here. Startled, Mion vocalized a rather easy-to-understand utterance. She was so enthralled in the conversation, she had stopped working completely. Doing alright? You haven't progressed at all. You're in the highest grade, so you have to shape up. Yeah, Jesus. You know, with this level of seriousness and tone, you'd think we were talking about curry. That Mion, it looked like she's getting lectured. Poor bastard. That poor bastard. Appearances can be deceiving, in other words. Actually, appearance might be the opposite of reality. You say some interesting things. Responding to Rena's seemingly profound statement, I turned my gaze to where Satoko was happily studying together with Rika. You're saying that brat Satoko is actually really meek? If I went by what Rena literally said, then that would be the case. I could hardly imagine Satoko being meek and gentle like a girl in some fairy tale. Oh, you might want to get used to thinking outside the box a little more. Satoko-chan's been rude lately, but that's just a while ago she was pretty different. I read that line pretty fucking shittily. She acted really spoiled and always... Yep. We keep this a secret from Satoko-chan, okay? That's Satoko. Acting cute? Yeah, right. For Satoko to play coy, I think that would have to be some part of some calculated plot. Even if she was to hide behind someone, I wouldn't think it was because she was attached to them. But since it came up, I tried to imagine a gentle and coquettish Satoko. Yeah, right. What the fuck is with this ambient noise? Oh, okay. Hey, Satoko. God damn it, I knew it was gonna go there. What is it, Oni-sama? Satoko smiled cutely and walked towards me. By the way, for every 3 steps forward she took, for some reason I took 3 steps away. Wow. Oni-sama, why are you running away? Sorry, Satoko. For you to approach me with an affectionate smile on your face, I just have to think it's some sort of trap. That's so mean. Oni-sama, you meanie. Yep. Sorry. I didn't intend to be so mean. The weeping Satoko came closer. I'm a sucker for tears. Yeah, no shit. You're a fucking sadist fuck, Keiichi. Big time. Big time. Click, clank. Huh? A bear trap? My leg was being clamped down on by jagged metal teeth. Oh, you fell for it. Now for the next part. Satoko raised her arm triumphantly, and traps began to trigger one after another. Yeah, that sounds right. Suddenly the wall sprang forward, throwing me 3 blocks away. And there I saw a giant metal ball covered in spikes hurtling towards me. On top of that, in the direction the ball would knock me, was a giant guillotine. Yeah, there you go. I'm not really sure, because I decided not to try and read your mind like we always do. But, Keiichi-kun, you're not trying to... You're not thinking of anything completely ludicrous right now, are you? Are you? Not really. Not at all. that's a lie. I actually did read your mind. I just lied to you. You've got the kind of look on your face that says, I'm gonna be crushed by a giant spiked metal ball. How could my expression possibly convey what I was thinking like that? Sorry. Imagining a meek, gentle Satsuko's impossible right now. I'll try again when I'm in better shape. Yeah. Next, I looked over at Rika, who was working diligently on some kanji drills. In contrast to Satsuko, her default state was meek and gentle. If Rika-chan came at me saying Oni-sama, I'd hug her. Tightly. Oh, god damn it. I could get used to that. That's funny. Keiichi-kun, you're drooling. Oh, sorry. How about Rika? Are you saying that her appearance is deceiving as well? Saying that out loud, I felt a tinge of doubt. Was Rika-chan really all sweet? Despite her appearance, she was really quite sly. Sweetly. How do you put it? Evading things deftly? I get the feeling that Rika-chan isn't only just sweet. Her appearance is definitely deceiving. I couldn't put exactly what I was imagining to words, but Rena managed to say what I wanted to. She turned to me with an impish look in her eyes, like she was saying, you shouldn't say something like that. When Rika-chan grows up, I'm sure she'll become an incredibly devilish beauty with men wrapped all around her little finger. Don't you think that would be cool? I mean, I feel like that's probably the absolute truth of it. Rena said that lightheartedly, but I, as a man, couldn't laugh at that. The scary part about that was that it felt like it could be true. Exactly. Noticing my gaze, she turned towards me and let loose with an angelic smile. Rena and I, feeling as if that was directed towards us personally, had our hearts skip a beat. So cute. So cute. Rena, your nose is bleeding. Appearances can be deceiving, huh? Well then, what about our dear leader Mion? I stared at her as she tried to weasel her way out of being scolded by the teacher. By Rena's theory, that unrefined, calculating, conniving Mion also had a side of her that belied appearances. I mean, you believe that she's lying about the Shion thing, how is this hard to believe? Then what you're saying is that Mion, despite her appearance, is actually a good person? Mi-chan is a good person. Oh well, that is true. What I'm trying to say is that she's a bitch. Yep, I know what you're trying to say, Keiichi-kun. Catching on that I was struggling to express my feelings as words, Rena smiled more brightly. No what? Mi-chan is mysterious, right? She's a girl, but she's like a guy. It's almost like anyone can act however the fuck they want, and genders don't matter. That's right. Mion was more than aware that she was a girl, but it was exactly as Rena said. When Mion livened up the mood, it wasn't as though she felt like a guy or a girl specifically, but a friend of the— Exactly! That's how literally everybody should act. Fuck stereotypes. This is the 70s, so a lot of people don't think this way, but fuck stereotypes. There you go. If she were a guy, we'd probably be in two peas in a pod. Although, that's the same way it is right now. Exactly! God damn it! But you see, even that Mi-chan is actually really feminine. Rena, how much did Mion pay you exactly? That's not true. Jeez, I'm trying to have a serious conversation, you know. She began to pout. Now probably wasn't the right time to joke around. She's the club president, so she's trying hard to lead everybody. She's really a very cute girl. I really don't want you to forget that, Keiichi-kun. Yeah, well, could have fooled me. Rena's gaze focused off into the distance beyond where Mion was. The Mion that I met at Angelmort was unimaginably different compared to the Mion I normally knew. Flustered and hesitant from the unfamiliar job, it was a far cry from the brash, confident Mion, even though she had to hurry to work. She went through all the trouble to bring me food when I was on the brink of starvation. God damn it! And she did so, not as Mion, but as Shion. What exactly was Shion to Mion? What kind of person was Mion exactly? Keiichi-kun probably couldn't even begin to imagine. As if to say it was our little secret, she held her finger up to her lips as she giggled. Mion, finally free from the teacher's preaching, returned to her seat, cradling her head to hide her embarrassment. This old man, you see, thinks that grade school is enough for everything you need to study for in life. Saying that, she plopped down into her seat violently. Mion was actually really feminine. Right. Wonder if I can meet Shion again. I wanted to talk to her again. Wow. The principal waved around the bell that served as the school chime. The teacher rushed back to the blackboard and began to list everyone's homework assignments. Whoa. Looks like there's gonna be a lot of homework today. Gotta buckle down. Well then. That means even Rena. Huh? What do you mean? Appearances can be deceiving. Does that apply to you too? Huh? Keiichi-kun, how do you see me? How? Let's see. Hold on. First, I want to give my opinion. I'm not even reading what's written on screen yet. I need to give my opinion. Let's see. How do I see Rena? She's very timid and kind and caring and compassionate and nice and cute. But underneath it all, there's like this underlying I would also call her obsessive. Underneath it all, there's this underlying, like... I'm not going to say, like, anything regarding to the Curse of Oyashiro-sama version of her from the last chapter. But, like, I'd say maybe... deceitfulness. Like as though everything she does is, like, an act, kind of. Like... she has ulterior motives, you know? Because you could kind of see it when they're like playing, like when they're in club activities. Like the only time she wants to help someone out, like for real, is if she has something to gain from it. Like she actively decides not to help people out during those games because she's like, even though she has all the traits that would make you think she would, she like. She wants to win. So I guess... although I guess literally that applies to every single person in the group. I don't know. Let's see what Keiichi thinks. I can't get my thoughts in order. The Rena Ryuga that I knew sometimes took things too far, but was generally kind, gentle, and ideal. Yeah, that's pretty much what I said. Really? Then that makes me happy, I guess. If she was the opposite of what she seemed, that would make her... and if you're really the opposite... just trying to say it, I won't be mad. That's what I felt she meant. Rena is... even if you're the opposite, you'd still be Rena, right? This question shouldn't have been so nerve-wracking to answer. Yo, I feel the exact same way. Maybe it was because the person in question was staring at me, but even saying that took a strange amount of effort. That's no fair, Keiichi-kun. Bothers me when you say it that way. Perhaps unable to endure the silence, Rena's face began to burn red with embarrassment. Rena! Kei-chan! Let's go home! Man walked over and started getting ready to leave. Whenever school is over, she really does get noticeably more energetic. Relatable, Keiichi. You're really relatable this episode. Like a lot. Like almost everything you've said all episode is more relatable than normal. What's going on? Are you sick? Are you sick, Keiichi? It was the same relaxing walk home as always. Digging around my pocket on a whim, I noticed something that should have been there was missing. What's the matter, Kei-chan? The key to my house I always carry around is gone. Man, where did I lose it? It's fine today since my parents are home, but still, this is bad. That sure is troublesome. Did you forget it somewhere? Or did you drop it? Which one was it? Did I take it with me this morning in the first place? Okay, Chan, did that key have anything that would make it stand out? Yeah, it's on a keychain. God damn it, I forgot again about this. It was a blue fur seal, something I made for summer homework a long time ago. Does it have its eyes shut like it's taking a nap? Oh, how did you know? Yeah, that's it. Man looked away and began to whistle. See. You went for dinner at Angel Mort's a couple of days ago, right? That night, the staff found a key, and there was a fur seal keychain attached to it. As she said that, she suddenly grew flustered and added that Shion had told her about it. God damn it! God damn it! Huh? So I dropped it then? But aren't you glad they found it? How'd you not notice this yesterday? I'm sure they're looking after it for you. That's right. Why don't you go? Shion looks the same as me, so you'll know her by sight. Yeah, well, even if she didn't, we've met her before. Come on. This was a rather unexpected development. Once again, I had no choice but to go and meet with Shion. But I also had to thank her for the bento from yesterday. Besides, taking some time and chatting with this other side of Mion might be interesting. Half jokingly, I began to think about things like this. Right. Angel Mort, was it? I'll head over to Shion's restaurant and get my key back. While I'm at it, having a nice spot of tea might not be a bad idea. You sound like an English gentleman. That totally doesn't suit you, Kei-chan. Is this the restaurant? The one that Mi-chan's little sister's working at? Yeah, why don't we go together, Rena? Oh, come on! That would be awesome! She would love it there. She would like it there more than anyone else in the cast, I think. God damn it, that would be hilarious. Sorry to disappoint you, but I have plans with my father today. Some other time? Rena seemed very disappointed about having to miss such a great opportunity. You said they're twins, but do they really look that much alike? Enough to mistake which is which? Yeah, they're totally the same. At least on the outside. Unlike Mion, she's well-mannered and cute, though. That face change. In response to my teasing, Mion pouted and began to argue. I couldn't help but laugh at her little farce. After all, they weren't just identical, they were the same person. God damn it! Bothers me. Only because I have outside information. Does it bother me? But still. After going home, I changed my clothes and dug my bike out of the garage. Just thinking that I would be able to meet Shion again gave me a mysterious feeling. Shion. Named for a different kind of Mion. God damn it! She was a mysterious and ridiculous person, believing she had fooled everyone like that. I noticed that I was pedaling along quite happily. Could it be that I was looking forward to meeting her? I felt a sense of giddy anticipation, like I was headed towards a new friend's house for the first time. I mean, I feel like you are excited, but it's not because you're friends. It's because she's wearing her work uniform. I feel like that's why you're excited. What Rena said about Mion actually being really feminine sprang to mind once again. The guilt from spying on another side of Mion, the self-consciousness from being the only one that knew about that side, these feelings kind of mixed together. That was Shion for you. Little twin sister. Until she felt like coming out and admitting she was Mion, it was fine to just call her Shion, right? You're such a dick! What if it was true? What if it's true, you fucking asshole? Mion might be trying to have some fun by acting out a different persona. You should be feeling guilty for not believing her, you fucking jerk. The last time I wasn't embarrassed, since I was here with Dad, but this time I was alone. I was strangely self-conscious about it. Meet Shion, get key back. That was all this task was supposed to be. If I dawdled around like this, maybe she would find me before she headed in for work. Hey, what are you doing, Keiichi Maibar? You're just here to get your key back, you know? It's not like you're some love-struck schoolboy here to hand over a love letter. It's almost as though he's admitting it. The thoughts inside my head were slowly turning into a jumbled mess. I came to the realization that I was a downright giddy. Yeah, that's life for just a bit, just a tiny little bit. I got a little carried away and did something really stupid. What? Oh god! I kicked over a parked motorcycle that was blocking the sidewalk. It was in the way, sure, but there was absolutely no need for me to kick it. I definitely think I got too carried away. You think? As the three bikes toppled one after another like dominoes, the loud noise they caused snapped me back to my senses. Oh, shit. The hell do you think you're doing? The owners of those three bikes were right there. Oh, no. They looked exactly like what you'd call thugs up to no good. They lifted their heads up in an imposing manner and yelled angrily in a way I'd never heard before. The three of them beelined towards me, the worn-down heels of their thin-soled shoes slapping noisily against the pavement. I could only stare listlessly as if I were watching some far-off event that didn't concern me at all. By the time I realized it, I'd been grabbed by the collar and lifted onto my tiptoes. Oh no. You know, I think this is as good a place as any to end it, actually. We're gonna cliffhanger this shit. And if you don't like it, I don't care. Next time on Higurashi, we're gonna see what the fuck Keiji... we're gonna see what happens to Keiji. We're gonna see him face the consequences of being a fucking piece of shit. It doesn't matter if they're delinquents. Literally, if someone kicked over if I had a fucking motorcycle, alright, that shit's expensive. Especially, this is the goddamn 70s. I'm pretty sure the Higurashi takes place in the 70s. So, like, it's even more expensive because motorcycles are kind of new. Kind of new. So, like, I don't know. I'd be fucking pissed. I'd be pissed. Get fucking scratches all over it and shit because of that. And three of them fell over on top of each other in a line. Fuck that. Dude, fuck that. Nope. I can relate to the delinquents in this situation. Not even Keiichi. He must have got over being sick. Anyway, moving on. Like I said, next time we're going to see what happens. We're going to see him pay the price. He's going to get 3 black eyes. I don't even know how that's possible, but he's going to do it. That's what's going to happen. He's going to dig a hole. He's going to Gale Peters this shit. Alright, so if you're enjoying the series so far, you know, you want to see more, hit that subscribe button, leave a like, leave a comment, tell me what you like about the series, tell me anything I can improve on if you think that I can, and I'll try to do so. And I will see you guys on the next one. So, peace out, my dudes. Love y'all. See you later.